Boom. What's up, everybody? Murder Church on the air Tuesday night. Per the usual. What's going on? Hopefully everybody is fine. Hit the like, share it out on any Discords, any social media. Really appreciate it. Got a couple of things to go over here tonight. We got an Adelson Murder Church here tonight, regardless. But I'm going to watch Harvey and Donna Adelson's statements during sentencing that happened yesterday. And then we're going to go with the time that we have left for Murder Church. We'll go into a little bit of Charlie still on the stand from his trial in 2023 before, of course, book club. Thanks a lot, everybody. Let's go.
Let's rock.
Boom. We love. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in here. What's up? We made it to Tuesday. It just feels like I just saw you guys a couple days ago. What's happening here? Boom. Bassett Page in the house. Holly Berry calling me old. What the hell? I'm a little early for once. Oh, shit. That's rare. That is rare. Amanda in the house. What's up, Bassett Page? Thank you for that share on X. I appreciate that. I saw that. Holly Berry. I know, everyone's talking about it. Wow, okay. Like, I've never been early before. I guess it is rare. Denise, what's going on? Everybody, Amanda. Yes. Carrie, Tina, welcome in. Appreciate all you fine folks for popping in here. Boom, some Murder Church. Hell yeah, emojis. We'll do the trick. That'll get you going. Right quick. Jay, also, thank you for the chair. Appreciate that, dude. If he pops in here. Yeah, we're going to be going over what happened yesterday. I saw Jay tweeting about it and talking about it. I didn't get to watch his live, and I haven't actually watched this yet, so it'll be a fresh reaction. But I saw a lot of tweets about it. Harvey addressing the court, and then Donna as well. And I don't think it's going to take too long. I'm thinking like 30 minutes here or something. And then, of course, we'll go in and keep rocking and rolling, because right now we got Charlie Adelson on the stand in his own trial that we're deep in right now. So that's what we're at. That's what we're doing. And then we got book club. We got book club immediately following that. Boom, right here. And I've been lying to you guys. I said that there was only 45 chapters. There's actually 49 chapters. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be going over chapters 42 and 43 tonight, right after this, for the members. It's in the book club. The next week we're going to do 44 and 45. Boom. And then, for the remaining chapters, so the reason I was confused, the person I'm listening to read this story from the Anne Rule book, The Stranger Beside Me, they combined chapters 46 through 49 all together. And they changed the thumbnail. It looks completely different. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is on those last chapters on the following week, not the next week, but the following week, after next week, I'm going to do a listening party during book club, and we're going to finish it out like that. And then then the following week, so like 3 weeks from now, we're going to be looking at a new book, and we need to figure out what we're getting. So it's going to be good. But yeah, without further ado, let's get in here and see exactly what went down with Harvey Adelson. And actually, I'll get this off the screen here real quick, and I'll do a little bit more. Just a Crazy Jen also popping in. What's going on? Let me get the sound on here. I think I've got it set up just about perfectly. Anybody watching, we do have a wheel rocking and rolling. We had a wheel completion on Friday and Sunday, which was cool. So I'll be keeping an eye on anything that may come through. And of course, we'll do some giveaways per the usual. We get a wheel, my congregation here.
Into evidence.
Yes, Judge.
Does the state have any objection?
No, Your Honor.
They will be composite defense 1 for Sonson.
Thank you, Judge.
Dr. Adelson, please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can lower your hand. You may speak.
Thank you, Judge, and respected officers of the court for allowing me to speak. I have been Donna Adelson's husband for over 50 years. My wife sacrificed everything so that she could pour her heart and soul into our children, our grandchildren, and our marriage. This summer was our 54th
Oh, my
wedding
God.
anniversary, and I had to spend it without her, hand in mine. She has done nothing wrong, and yet is being punished for a crime that she did not commit.
I want to watch some of the gallery's face back here. Some of these people are going to be like, come on. We've all seen the same evidence.
I thought we lived in a different kind of world, but I guess I was wrong. I have listened, watched, and sat in the courtroom for the entire trial, and I could not help but scream in my mind by the witnesses that were brought forward by the prosecution who told outright lies. I didn't know that you could lie in a courtroom, but apparently you can. Danny's parents contend that they have never seen their grandchild. But for years they say they've never seen her. But Wendy has shared with me pictures and videos and letters from their visits. They have suffered immensely at the loss of their son, but they also contend to tell lies to the court about our grandchildren. Donna has always been a loving and caring wife.
She never actually cries. She was just now bawling, but that doesn't look like someone that's bawling.
And is innocent of the charges. A biased judge and jury were influenced by years of one-sided news pieces and
Before you
social
continue,
media.
Doctor, Ms. Fulford, this has nothing to do with the character of the defendant or relates to sentencing.
May I just one moment, please?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Harvey's like, I'm going a little bit. I'm just kind of going out there. I'm going out on a limb here. Ad-libbing a little bit. I'm not sticking exactly to the script. I'm just pouring it out. Yeah, like there's no tears. It's like, yeah, about all this is not going to work here. Yeah, this part where you say fuck the judge, I'm going to take that out.
Donna did not
We're back.
participate in
We're back.
the heinous acts that she was convicted of doing. You are sending an innocent woman to prison. You have taken my wife and you have taken my life as well. And for what? This is not justice. It is vengeance, and it is wrong.
You have an examination for Dr. Adelson.
No, Your Honor. No, Judge.
Any other witness?
George is like, I will, but not right now.
Statements that you wish to give.
I don't believe so, just one second.
I don't know. I don't know if they could get Harvey. Y'all think? I ain't heard anybody really talk about them getting Harvey. And then Donna gets to go, right? What's up, Frog?
Has decided she would like to make. We don't have
Oh, yeah,
any
here we
further
go.
witnesses, Judge, but Mrs. Adelson has decided she would like to make an.
Oh shit.
Speak.
Judge, case law indicates, confirms that the defendant has the right to make an unsworn statement prior to sentencing. The court, Rule 3.720B states the court shall entertain submissions and evidence by the parties that are relevant to the sentence. A number of cases, Your Honor, that have interpreted this special statement. First,
Citation
It's
again.
just like, fuck this.
268 Southern 3rd.
Come on, let's go. What's up, life artist? His reactions are hilarious.
Which pinpoint site are you referring to in the case?
Versus 92. It's for the 4th District.
Clerk?
Let's go.
It's not amplified.
Okay. Is this loud enough, Judge?
Is this thing on? Yeah. Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, great. Thank God.
Thank you for letting me speak. My son,
I hate you. I hate this state. I hate my ungrateful daughter. My son's full of shit. And poor Harvey. My poor Harvey Bear.
son-in-law Dan Markell was a fine and decent man. He was well educated and passionate about his career. He was a good son-in-law, but more importantly, he was a caring and loving father. On July 18th, 2014, his car was followed, leaving his home. It should have been just like any other day, an ordinary day in the life of...
And this is interesting because we're coming off of this. Anybody that's really following, I mean, you know, you've probably all kept up with the Adelson story in general. But anybody that's following right now the Charlie Adelson trial, where we're at in Murder Church, you know, it's fresh in your mind, these calls and these texts, but these calls, especially between Donna and the number, which ended up being the FBI, and Donna and Charlie, when they're being very suspicious. So that's all fresh in your mind right here, where she's just all of a sudden, you know, these were just some random thugs. These were just some gangbangers who decided to pick a victim, had nothing to do with me and my family.
Ben and Lincoln's father, but it wasn't. He didn't know when he left his boys off at daycare that would be the last time he would see them, and the last time they would see him. He didn't know when he went to the gym afterwards that would be the last time he would exercise. And he didn't know when he drove home that his life would end within minutes. Danny wasn't just being followed, he was being hunted. He was brutally murdered in broad daylight, sitting in his car, in his garage, by vicious killers.
Wow. This is
I
crazy.
cannot imagine the terror he
It's
felt
totally different than Harvey.
when he saw a gun pointed at him through the window of his car. I cannot conceive of his heroic efforts to stay alive during the hours after the attack. Danny died in the early morning hours of July 19th. His death is a loss to his children, his parents, his sister, all of us in his family.
No tears, though.
His
All right. Has her tear ducts been fucked by, like, some kind of face work that she's gotten when she was younger because she had the money to get it? I don't know that. I'm just throwing this shit out there. Or is she not crying because she's a sociopath? Holy fuck. There's no tears, dude. There's nothing.
friends, his
But she's crying. But she's acting like she's crying.
his
For
sister,
what?
all
What
of
are you
us in his
wiping?
family, his friends,
Yo, Sebi,
his
what's up?
colleagues in the legal community, and to his students at FSU Law School. Danny's boys each have a photo of themselves with their Abba, their dad, beside their beds. They grew up kissing the framed photo and saying, "Good night, Abba, I love you." The pictures and memories are all they have
This is
because
crazy.
cruel, cold-hearted
This is
people
wild.
took him from all of us who loved him. My heart was broken when Danny died. My grandsons were going to grow up without the father who loved them. I wondered, how could we help these boys through this trauma? It was then that my husband and I knew that the best way to honor Danny's memory would be to share with these children an abundance of love, the love that Danny would have given them if he were alive. It is interesting how the state can't make up its mind about who is what they call the, quote, mastermind behind this murder. In both of Catherine Magbanowa's trials, the state claimed she was the mastermind behind Danny's murder. In my son Charlie Adelson's trial, they claimed he was the mastermind. And now in my trial, they claimed that I, this grandma, was the mastermind
No,
behind
she
the
didn't.
murder.
No, she didn't.
They claimed he was the mastermind. And now in my trial, they claimed that I, this grandma,
Wow, bro. That didn't expect that.
was the mastermind behind the murder.
Holy cow. Devil
I had
Donna's
no
in the chat
idea
here.
that other people planned to cut Danny's life
Jesus
short.
fuck.
And the people
Double
who did
granny.
this are exactly where they deserve to be. But I had no knowledge that this horrible, evil act was going to take place. If I had become aware of this plan before Danny was murdered, I would have stopped it. With not one iota of actual evidence, the state convinced a Tallahassee jury that I solicited and conspired with other people to have Danny killed. Where is the evidence prior to the murder? The evidence beyond a reasonable doubt that the state needed
So we're
to
just
prove
looking at
their
this
case.
bitch like, really? Really,
Where
ho?
is the evidence before
Really, ho?
July 18th, 2014 at 10:50 in the morning?
Before you continue,
That
Mrs.
revealed-
Adelson,
You're going to have to shut you the fuck up because you're being absolutely ridiculous.
as it relates to this statement, is the defense trying to re-argue the trial?
No, Judge, just giving Mrs.
Hey, no, me?
Adelson an opportunity to be heard.
Mrs.
That-
Adelson, you certainly can continue. However, the court can take into consideration the utter lack of remorse that you are displaying. Please proceed if you desire to do so.
Yeah, she should have done it during the trial.
Where is the evidence before July 18th, 2014 at 10:50 a.m. that revealed that I had any involvement
He's like, "You
in
certainly
this vile
can
and
continue."
horrific act? Where is
Sounds
the
like you're
solicitation
trying to
and conspiracy
argue-
evidence? The state
Actually,
needed
better
to show
possibly
that there was
than your
evidence
lawyers.
before the murder to convict me. The state couldn't show that because there wasn't any evidence. They were trying an innocent person.
Yeah, no one thinks
It
that.
makes you wonder if the jurors
No
were
one.
sleeping
No one
when
feels
the
bad
state
about
had
it.
Sergeant Corbett on the stand for hours. Their own star witness testified that my phone was never, I repeat, never at my son's house on the night of the murder. The state's theory
We gotta let
that
her
my
out.
husband and
I'm
I
convinced.
dropped off money to my son was blown out of the water by their own witness. And yet, the state continued to push that story, that lie of the so-called money drop, to the jury through the remainder of the trial. And the jury bought into it, hook, line, and sinker.
Oh my god, this is weird.
Reasonable
No one
doubt.
gets to do this.
Many months ago,
This
my
judge is being
attorneys
too
filed
nice,
a motion
honestly.
for a change
Who
of
gets to do
venue.
this?
An expert witness
This is
testified
crazy.
that Tallahassee had been barraged with over
We
9
know what
years
you
of negative
think,
social
basically.
media, printed news, television
This
news,
is bullshit.
and podcast publicity about my family. He explained to the court, both with evidence and demonstratives, that for me to receive a fair trial, it needed to be held in any of the researched and designated areas in the state of Florida other than Tallahassee. All I wanted was a level playing field, but the court wanted the trial here in the hotbed of Tallahassee. I sat through 3 days of jury selection. 180 potential jurors were asked if they had developed an opinion in my case. Those that answered yes also added, "I believe she is guilty." Not one person, not one, said, "I think she may be innocent." That should have been a clue to the court to grant our motion for a change of venue. But the court denied the
Oh
motion.
my god.
One of my jurors admitted during jury selection that she had background information concerning what one of the state's witnesses would be testifying about. Why was she allowed to be on my jury?
Standing up, doing it in front of the other prisoners. She's like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this?
What moment?
Another juror.
Mrs. Fulford,
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Mr. Zellman, again, this
Obviously hurt him, also. Why else would you say that?
has nothing to do with elocution of any sort. This is a raising of grievances which are properly given to the appellate court. What does any of this have to do with sentencing?
This is ridiculous. He's annoyed as fuck right now, bro. Dude, the patience of this man right now. He's trying to keep it together. He's doing a good. He is keeping it together, but you can see he's like, "What is happening? This is ridiculous."
Turn that phone off or step out.
That was the wrong time for that to happen. Oh, dude, Daw's looking back like, see, we got somebody worse than me in here right now. What? Oh my god. Was it? Oh god. What's happening?
When the phone is off.
Just arrest them. I told you, right? They're in contempt. Dude, he's so done with this. Now just put the camera on Judge Everett and leave it. That's funny as hell. Oh, Harvey's got business to attend to. Is he still dealing with teeth? I guess he has to. Jesus. Who knows what Donna's been doing with all this money? Is there other hits? Has there been some other inconveniences that needed taken care of? With Harvey coming back in. Well, it's even. Nothing is real, dude. Holy shit. Oh, God. Harvey, dude, stop her. Do something. Anything. I'm still waiting for them puzzle pieces. You know what I mean? I got them puzzle pieces right here. When are those going to become relevant?
Please.
What happened to Danny is unforgivable. But I am an innocent woman convicted of this terrible crime without
Just
evidence.
said action.
Danny was a brilliant legal scholar. He would have been appalled at the total lack of justice that went on during my trial. He would have been embarrassed to have his name associated with any of it. There are two crimes here. The first was Danny being viciously murdered. The second one is taking my life, the life of an innocent woman. Convicting me should not be retribution for Danny's death. That is not justice for Dan. I've always respected the law. I've never gotten a parking ticket, but I'm going to prison for a murder I did not commit.
You didn't commit it.
I do intend
But
to file
you
an
fucking
appeal so
set
that
it
hopefully
up.
I have
You
the
paid for
opportunity
it.
to be given a fair trial outside of Tallahassee. 11
You
years
might
ago,
as well have killed him. You
Danny was
facilitated
murdered
the
and taken
murder
from all of us
of
who
a
loved him.
person, a human.
For the past 9.5 years, the state has broadcast to the world, including Danny's parents and sister, that I hired hitmen to kill him. Never in a million years would I have wanted Danny to be harmed or killed, nor could I ever do something that would lead these two
We
small
just heard
boys to
these
grow up
calls
without him.
with her and Charlie.
I love these boys more more than life itself. This is a lifetime of loss for these children. They didn't deserve this. His family didn't deserve this. Danny didn't deserve this. And so, as I appear before you today, Your Honor, I promise you with my whole heart, I swear to you on my life, I was not involved in any way with Danny's murder. I was not.
Defense have any further argument to make?
Yes, Judge.
Judge, before Ms. Fulford makes the argument, I want to address a comment that the court made a few moments ago concerning considering lack of remorse in fashioning a sentence. In Shepherd v. State 227 Southern 3rd 746, the First District Court of Appeal held that lack of remorse cannot be considered in fashioning an appropriate sentence. If this were a situation where remorse and admission of guilt may be grounds for mitigation, the lack of these factors cannot be used to increase the defendant's sentence, and such reliance violates the defendant's due process rights, and they also rely on
Yeah, I don't know what
Ritter v.
they
State
actually gave her. I don't think I saw that.
885 Southern 2nd 413, also a first DCA case.
I believe the Supreme Court has ruled on this issue concerning remorse and lack of showing remorse as well.
Is it
If
down
you
here
need
at
me
the
to
end when
find the
she's standing?
citation for you, I will.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna jump to that. That sucking lady. I mean, you done fucked up so bad.
Having reviewed the cases presented by the defense concerning the downward departure, also as well the argument that has been presented, the court has reviewed its notes of the trial and will rule on the issue of downward departure at this point. Florida Supreme Court has a two-part test concerning whether a downward departure should be granted or could be granted by the trial court.
That's a big old chair. Look at that thing.
First is whether the trial court can impose a downward departure sentence based on a valid legal ground proven by a preponderance of the evidence. The second step is whether the trial court decides whether it should impose the downward departure based on the totality of the circumstances. As to both the non-statutory grounds that have been argued and the grounds contained within section 921.0026, subsection 2, subsection B, in reviewing the trial court's notes, what has been argued by both the defense and also as well the courts relying on the record itself, court will find that there is a ground for non-statutory downward departure, but it declines to exercise its discretion. As to the statutory ground, I will find that both the defendant was an accomplice to the offense and a relative minor participant in the criminal conduct. I will find that has not been proven, but in addition to, the court would still decline to exercise its discretion. As to the sentence in this matter, Ms. Adelson, please rise.
Here we go.
Level of planning and coordination to bring the murder of Professor Markell to fruition was significant in this case. These were not crimes of chance or opportunity, and these crimes also required you to conspire with your son and others. You certainly can choose to deny your involvement and maintain innocence. The court finds the evidence in this case is clear. You will be sentenced accordingly this afternoon. The jury has found you guilty on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and solicitation to commit first-degree murder, and the court previously adjudicated you guilty as to these same charges on September 4th of this year. On count 1 of the indictment for first-degree murder, you are hereby sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole or release pursuant to sections 782.04 and 775.082 sub 1 sub A Florida statutes. On count 2 of the indictment, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, you are hereby sentenced to 30 years in the Department of Corrections that will run consecutive to count 1. The court will also sentence you to 30 years in the Department of Corrections on count 3. Counts 2 and 3
Do them all
are
live,
run
just for
concurrent
funsies.
with each other, but consecutive to count 1. As to the fees and costs, the clerk can please announce those at this time.
I mean, just hearing that out loud. Jesus Christ. What insane thing.
To section 775.083, $105 as the 5% surcharge required by section 938.04, $20 as the court cost pursuant to section 938.06, crime stop with trust fund, $3 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.01 subsection 1, criminal justice trust fund, $50 pursuant to section 938.03, crimes compensation trust fund, $225 pursuant to section 938.05, local government criminal justice trust fund, $2 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.15, county criminal justice education, $50 as a court cost pursuant to section 775.0.
She doesn't even kind of look like the same person, right? Like, the facade is already faded.
Subsection 2.
I just see cunt face. Before, she was always trying to have that mopey, sad look.
Pursuant to section 939.185, county additional
Now
court
she's like,
costs,
fuck it.
and $3 as a court cost pursuant to section 938.19, teen court assessments.
Is there any lawful
Charlie's
objection
like, pass me the fucking bill. Jesus Christ.
by the defense to these assessments?
Pays it like a dinner.
There you are. They will be assessed at this time. The cost of prosecution, the court will reserve jurisdiction on to determine for 60 days. If a hearing needs to take place concerning this matter, that will take place at a future time. As the defense's request for the court to make a recommendation to the Department of Corrections to place Mrs. Adelson in a facility near Miami-Dade County, I have no problem making this recommendation. The Department of Corrections will have the final say because this is an administrative matter. I will also recommend to the department that Mrs. Adelson is not to be placed in any unit or facility that would also house Catherine McBanawa. The court did previously award to the state, based on the September 17th, 2024 continuance of the trial, costs that were related to that. Ms. Kappelman, part of what you're seeking to pursue, is that included within that, or is that a separate number?
Are you speaking of the costs that were ordered in Charlie Adelson's trial?
No. The day Daniel Rashbaum withdrew from the case and the trial had to be continued.
Okay.
All costs related to moving witnesses and other matters.
Yes, sir. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll make sure that they're only in there once.
Very well. The defendant is to be fingerprinted, 30 days to appeal. Please file the
Georgia
appeal promptly.
looking fine.
May I approach the clerk? We have put the, I have written on the letter.
Putting away
that I have,
murders,
so we
looking
put it
like a
together and
badass.
I'll
Ain't you
make
fine?
some
Yeah.
objection after.
Please place the sticker on them so that way they can be
What's up, Caleb?
No objection.
We are in recess.
Right. Damn. Lana, give me a little bit more. The fuck? I saw that one thing Jay posted about Harvey trying to hug this lady. She's like, nah, I'm good, bro. And they're like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking weirdo. Alright, we're going into a little bit of Charlie here before we go into book club. Everyone coming through, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging and banging.
Real proud of her. She wrote a book, and the book was selected by Florida State to be the mandatory reading for all incoming freshmen.
Well, not far off.
And she was chosen to be the speaker to the incoming class, and that was to take place in August. And I know she was super excited about it, and we're all planning to come up there and be there for her.
Okay, I want to shift gears and talk a little bit about Catherine Magbanua. May I have one moment, Your Honor?
I've got a club following this immediately.
Meet Catherine Magbanua. How did you first meet Catherine Magbanua?
I met Katie in the summer of 2013. She started working the front desk of a dental office that I worked at.
And
We started fucking.
what
You
was
know
that
how it
dental
is.
office? Where was it?
The name of the office was Sophie Dental, and it was in South Beach.
What did she do for the dental office?
She was the front desk and office manager for the office.
How often would you work in that office?
I was there, say, every 3 weeks. I was there for half a day every 3 weeks.
Was that office
Half a
a
day
big
every 3 weeks.
generator of income for you?
It was one of my better offices, yeah.
Now, you said you met her in July 2013. When did you first go out with her?
We first went out, it would have been first week of October, around October 10th.
And who initially pursued who?
I pursued her.
Why did you ask her out?
Katie was really cute. She was friendly. She went to the same. She actually graduated from UCF, also different time, but she graduated from there. She was a really smart girl. I mean, she was extremely smart and witty, and that's why I pursued her.
Once you went out with her, did you learn that she had 2 kids?
I did.
Now, initially, did you learn anything about her ex?
Initially, did you say, "Oh, gross"?
No, the only thing I knew is that she'd been with somebody for about 10 years, and that she was now single.
After you dated her a couple times, what did you like about her?
Hey, how you been, Kaylin?
Well,
Happy Halloween. Didn't watch
aside
Halloween
from the
movies on Frill
initial
Friday.
things, what attracted me to her was she had a very busy life also, and my life was so busy it was hard for me to be in a relationship where someone wanted to go have dinner at 5 o'clock and hang out with me a couple days a
I need to
week.
fix something.
So she was working full time, had 2 kids, so she was fine seeing me once or twice a week, and we both had very little time.
Now, you said that your first date was sometime in early October 2013.
Yeah, it wasn't even a real date. We just went and had dinner. There's a restaurant in the building, and we finished late. And I said, "You want to grab dinner?" We ate at the building.
Did you ask her just 2 weeks later if she could find someone to kill Professor Markel?
No, not at all.
Did you
That
have
was-
a
that was
Halloween
quick.
party with her, or
I
go
didn't know it was that
trick-or-treating with
fast.
her, and
Jesus
after
Christ,
the party
2
say,
weeks?
"Hey, do you know anyone who can take care of my ex-brother-in-law for me?"
No, absolutely not.
Now, back to the
That's
relationship.
insane.
Over time, did it become more serious?
Over time, yeah. In the beginning, it's always like you're just trying to see who each other is, and then as time went on, she
Would
wanted
she
to get more
help me
serious.
murder
I'd say probably by the springtime, by probably around March, she started asking me.
Now, did you consider her to be your girlfriend, though?
She was my girlfriend, yeah.
Did you consider yourself to be exclusive?
After the first 3 months together, yeah, for sure.
Did you ever see a possibility of marriage with her?
No, I didn't.
During the time that you
He's so smug
dated
about
her,
it. He's such an ass. Look at his face, bro. Like,
possibility of marriage with her.
No, I didn't.
During the time that you dated her, how often? Let's be clear. We're talking about now the beginning of
Blinky
2014.
McBlinkerson.
So let's keep it far away from July. During the time that you dated her, how often would you communicate with
He's
her?
talking in Morse code.
We talked every day.
When would you talk to her?
I'd call her when I was in the car driving to work. We text throughout the day, and then I'd always talk to her at night time.
Where was she living at the time?
She was living in North Miami.
And again, you were living in the same place in Fort Lauderdale?
Same house in Fort Lauderdale, yeah.
How often would you see her?
I would see her once a week. Sometimes every once in a while it would be twice, but I would say more often once than twice.
And when you saw her, what would you typically do?
We'd go to dinner, hang out, watch a movie, hang out at my house.
Did you have any relationship with her children?
No, I met her children on one occasion. Maybe twice, but definitely no more than twice.
Did she go to family events with you?
She did meet my family a couple times, yeah.
She met your sister how many times, if you recall?
2 times.
And how many times do you think she might have met your parents?
I would say maybe around 8 times, 8 or 9 times.
Was she a patient of your dad's?
Yes, she was.
We're going to get into this in more detail later, but let's be clear right now. Did Catherine Magbanua ever work for your dad or for you at the Adelson Institute?
No, never.
Now, I think you alluded to this a little bit earlier, but as time went on in 2014, did she want to be more serious?
Yeah.
And what did you think about that?
I like the way it was.
We're waiting for Georgia because these boys right here have been rehearsing this for how long?
I wasn't looking to change it. I was still in that workaholic mode. But she started asking me, what are we? What are we doing?
At the time that you met her, and I want to talk a little bit about your knowledge of Sigfredo Garcia now. At the time that you met her, to your knowledge, she was single, right?
Yes.
And I think you testified that initially you didn't learn anything about her ex.
Nothing, other than she was completely single. She was done with him.
I want to show you defense exhibit. It's not in evidence. I'm showing you what's marked for identification purposes as defense exhibit 34. Please take a look at it. Are these text messages between you and Catherine Magbanua on November 27th at 2:13?
Yes, they are.
Judge, I'd move in defense exhibit 34 at this time.
Well,
Hearsay, Your Honor.
please approach. As the hearsay is overruled, you may continue with your examination.
These text messages
Here's a close-up of Brandy.
A true and correct reflection of your
She's been on this
messages
show
on
before.
November 27th, 2013.
Yes, they are.
Worlds
Judge,
are
I'd move in
colliding.
Exhibit
Our worlds are
34 at this time.
colliding.
Any further objections? They are admitted at this time.
May I publish?
You may.
Head freaked me out. That was crazy.
Well, you see the timing is in military time, so it says November 27th at 13:42, which is I think that's 1:42.
Yes.
Katie says, my ex knows about you. I'm pretty sure I know how he knew because he even knows your name. Can you see that?
Yes, I do.
And you say, do I know him from our past? You see that?
Yes, I do.
What are you asking Katie here?
I have no idea who her ex is. She's saying he knows me, so I'm saying, do I know him?
And that's in late November 2013, right?
Yes.
That's after 1 month almost, after Halloween, correct?
Yes.
Now, as time went on, did you learn more about her ex?
In the springtime, I did.
In February, was there an incident with Katie and her ex that you recall?
Yeah. I remember her coming over my house, and she was pretty upset. She had a mark on her neck. They'd gotten into an altercation, and he ripped a necklace that he'd given her off her neck. And she was crying, and she was all upset.
How did you react?
She could tell I was upset. I mean, someone just roughed her up, and she could tell I was upset. And she said, "Don't do anything." She goes, "He will kill you. He will kick your ass. You don't stand a chance."
Now, why did you continue to date her after this?
I didn't take that as a threat to me. I just took it as she's got a crazy ex-boyfriend that wants her back, and she's got 2 kids with him, and it wasn't a threat. I didn't feel like he was threatening me. She just was like, it's a part of her life that I wasn't going to hold against her.
I want to show you a couple other texts related to your relationship with Miss Magbanawa in January, February, and March of 14. May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Just put it aside. That's 37. Can you take a look at these items? Do you recognize these text messages?
Yes, I do.
Are they accurate reflections of your text messages?
They are, yes.
I would move these exhibits into evidence now, Your Honor.
Any objection?
Here's Your Honor. I'm storing them in a minute.
You can show me a copy of the exhibits.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ruled as to hearsay, you may continue with your examination.
So let's talk about Defense Exhibit 35.
Sure.
The text from January 19, 2014. And in this exchange, what is Miss Magbanawa asking you about?
She asked me if I wanted things to be different, and she was saying how much she missed me.
And did you want things to be different at this point in time?
No, I wanted things to stay the way they were from when we just started dating.
Now, if you turn to Defense Exhibit 36, text messages from February 5th, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
What is she asking you? What does she start by asking you about? And you don't have to read it. Just tell the jury generally what she's asking you about. What is she concerned about?
She's asking if I'm talking to a bunch of other girls.
And what do you tell her in response generally?
I say, no, I'm not.
And
what are we doing right now?
Again, in this text message, she's asking you whether she's telling you that she wants more, right?
Yeah.
And how do you respond?
I ask her, are you thinking about getting back with your ex?
And then what do you say after that?
Yeah. I say you're the coolest and most fun girl, that I'm always happy when I'm around. And then I said, I know it's not easy, and I think we're doing a good job at not rushing things. So
And what were you trying
I'm so
to tell
proud
Miss
of that.
Magdanoa in this text message?
I was trying to say I like you and I have a good time hanging out with you, but I don't want to rush things.
Now, moving to text messages in March of
Who
2014.
gives a fuck? Rash, what are we doing, boss?
Miss Magdanoa texts you, you've mentioned me to your mom, and you say yes, and she says, I love you. Aw, baby. Why was this a big deal to her?
I guess when I'd spoken to her, I brought up that I'd mentioned her to my mom, and she thought I was making things more serious. So I think she got excited over that.
Okay, you can put those aside.
Judge, I'm going to object regarding Defense Exhibit 37 and ask for best evidence that it be published to the jury.
I'll sustain on best evidence grounds. Please publish Defense 37. Members of the jury are to reach your own conclusions as to the context of the statement.
Okay, let's publish it to the jury.
Who gives a fuck?
March 24th at 12:17. You see she texts you and says, you've mentioned me to your mom?
Yes.
I'm about the merry way
You
up
see
the
that you
train,
respond,
bitch.
yes?
Get some of that
Yes, I
money,
do.
ho.
Do you see that she responds, that made me so happy?
Yeah, she took it the wrong way.
Any other clarification, Your Honor? Is it fair to say that she was excited that you had mentioned her to your mom?
Walt's out.
Yeah, she was happy. I mean, she got overly excited. I wasn't expecting that.
Pulled a Schwarzenegger on him. Oh, shit.
Now, in the early summer of 2014, what were you telling your friends about your relationship with Catherine Magdanoa?
Objection, relevance.
Sustain. Please lay a foundation if you can.
Was your relationship coming to an end in the summer of 2014?
Yes, she wanted more, and I didn't want anything more.
And were you communicating that to friends?
Yes, I was.
I want to talk to you about a dinner on March 11th, 2014, a Yardbird dinner. One moment, Your Honor.
Take your time.
Do you recall going to that dinner?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember who was the dinner with?
I met Katie down in Miami on Lincoln Road, and my sister was in town, and I was already working down there. I remember I was in my scrubs, and my sister came and she brought the guy that she just started dating, who was Jeff Lacoste.
Do you recall where you sat?
Yeah, we sat outside the restaurant. There was a few tables set up on the sidewalk, and it was the four of us sitting there.
Did you know that you were being watched?
No, not at all.
Did you know that Sigfredo Garcia was thinking about killing you that night?
No, not at all.
Now, this is March 11th, 2014, right?
Yes.
During the dinner, do you recall discussions about ex-husbands between your sister and Catherine Magdanoa?
Yes, I do.
Do you recall who initiated those discussions?
No, I don't.
Do you recall making a bad joke again at that dinner?
Yes.
And that's the same
So
joke
proud
that
of the
we've
joke,
already
dude. This
discussed.
guy's the worst.
Yeah.
Bro, he condemned himself with these little like they're the faintest little smirks, but you can see his lips wanting to just, like at all times, he's just like ready to fucking bust out laughing or something, or just like give you a weird little grin.
Yeah, I did.
It's so weird. Am
Now,
I the one
after the
seeing? Am I
dinner,
crazy?
Who came back to your house?
My sister and Jeff Lacoste came back to my house.
What about Catherine McBanawa?
No, she went home just to be with her kids.
And was it a normal night when your sister and Jeff Lacoste came back?
Yeah, but it's the first time I've ever had, I think, my sister and her boyfriend sleep over at my house. So it was normal.
Did you ever have any conversations other than some text messages that Jeff Lacoste sent you with him after that night?
No, I never spoke to him again.
Yo, pay me.
Did you know anything about a first attempted murder of Professor Markel in early June?
No.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about birthdays and your dad's birthday and a birthday present. And you may remember some text messages that the state showed during their case regarding wanting to talk to your... Give me 1 second. Do you recall the state showing text messages where you're texting with your mom and she tells you that she can't talk right now, that she'll call you when she's alone, she's driving back and she's at a stop in Gainesville, and to erase the text message?
Yeah.
Do you recall what that is all about?
It was about my dad's birthday.
Who was your mom with at that stop at Gainesville?
She was with my dad, so she didn't want to talk in front of him.
And why didn't she want to talk in front of him?
Because it was a surprise. Originally, we were thinking about doing a cruise.
What was a surprise? That you were going to kill Professor Markel, or that you were going to have a surprise birthday party for your dad?
No, it was going to be his 70th birthday party.
And do you recall in that text message talking about a caterer?
Yes.
Now, you had discussed this caterer as far back as April and May.
Are these the puzzle pieces? Is he laying some crazy foundation here and he's slewing a layup on us? Huh? Is Rash about to blow this whole thing wide open right here on Murder Church, and we're all going to have a change of opinion on Charlie, and then we're all going to think that he's a good guy? And
With
no,
your mom,
that's not going to
correct?
happen, is it?
Yes.
I doubt it.
And those are
Jessica,
reflected in
what's
text
up?
messages as well, correct?
Yes, they are.
Puzzle pieces.
On June 5th, do you recall your mom texting you and asking you, don't forget to get information on the caterer?
Yes.
Now, what did you get your dad for his birthday gift?
I paid for the catering for the party.
And what type of catering was it?
It was a chef came to the party and they cooked paella and seafood, and then we had a bunch of desserts also and salads.
I'm showing you what's marked for identification purposes only as Defendant's Exhibit 43. I'm showing you what's marked as Defendant's Exhibit 43. And these are a composite of all of your text messages between June 2nd, 2014 and June 7th, 2014. May I approach, Your Honor?
Okay.
Can you look through this and see if this is an accurate reflection of all your text messages during that period?
Yes, they are.
Judge, I would move in Defense Exhibit 43 at this point in time.
I'm going to need to review the exhibit. State, do you have any objections?
Yes, Your Honor. Hearsay and relevance.
Please bring me a copy of the exhibit.
He said, sorry, I have short arms. Don't box with God, and God in this case is
The jury,
Georgia.
the bailiff is going to take you back to the jury room. We will resume.
All right, that's
the
perfect.
testimony.
Perfect, actually. We're going to be done with this for today. We got it still quite a while. We got like 4 hours left of this. I can't wait till the prosecution gets up here and lays it down. But man, crazy. I was interested in seeing Harvey and Donna, their thing, and Harvey's wasn't as crazy as Donna's. Donna's was crazy. The lack of emotion being shown as she acted like she was crying. The things that she clearly didn't think or truly believe herself that she said out loud. Crazy, man. And then afterwards, that sad old lady, the grandma, that face to me disappeared. She looked like a stone cold killer. She did not look like the same lady there at the end after the sentencing was done. So yeah, we're getting ready to go into book club though. If you came through tonight, I appreciate the shit out of it, but come through to book club if you're membered up. The only way to do that is if you are in the Buzz Nation. And we're really close to starting a new book, first of all. So if you want to start a new book with us, go ahead and get in there as well. Within the month. Yeah, we should be starting within the month. We're narrowing down the end of The Stranger Beside Me, Ted Bundy book. But Thursday, I've got Hines coming on here from Ketchup Court. He's going to come on and watch some. We're going to react together to some body cam. We're going to see how it goes. First guest on a body cam Thursday. See how it goes. And yeah, I'm excited to have him on. Cool channel, cool dude. He's the second time coming on. He was on a long time ago. A year and a half ago, actually. I had him on during the Rust stuff. Had a mega show that had him on. And then after that, Frill Friday is going to be dope. I got a good one coming for you again this week as we head into Halloween. We still got a couple of weeks left. And this week we got Danny Savage returning for 2 weeks in a row. And Chris Dewitt coming through. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to pick a good one for you guys. So, hell yeah. But right now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, come through for murder. Wait a minute, no. For book club. Book club. Let's go.
Nothing to see here.